Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at Arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Monday Memorial Day forecast update. It is setting up to be a pretty enjoyable weather day for most locations. One of those days I can't completely rule out maybe seeing a rain shower across the northern Arklatex. The rain will come back for most of us tomorrow, but I do think most of us should make it through your day here without seeing any raindrops falling from the sky. So if you have any outdoor plans today, cooler this morning, should have great weather through the early afternoon today. You'll start to feel a little bit of humidity make its way back in today as the winds turn back to the south. So that will boost our temperatures from this weekend. Again, a lot of us saw highs in the 70s yesterday. It was just a gorgeous Saturday and Sunday, and I think a really nice Monday as well. Your highs winding up in the mid-80s this afternoon. We are starting out fairly cool, so if you want to get out there and take advantage of the last time we may see the cooler weather for a while, this would be the morning to do it, as we'll be in the 50s and low 60s before 8 a.m. today. And wind speeds out of the east initially, but a southeast breeze is coming back a little bit later today. We've got a front that's drawing closer to the region here, which will start to draw in some of that south wind off the Gulf of Mexico. So that's why we'll feel a little bit of humidity back in the forecast later today. So if you're thinking about using the day here just to mow the lawn or something like that, try to get it done early. You don't want to push that until later in the day if possible. It'll definitely be warm out there this afternoon, as we'll have highs in the low to mid 80s. And again, I think the biggest change for us likely the humidity coming back today, and obviously we'll see a few more clouds out there as well, as we have some storms that are off to the west of us. I'm not convinced these will weaken out before they move into the northern Arklatex today, so that's why we have a 20% chance of rain in the forecast a little bit later. But I think most of us I-30 and southwards, so that would basically be Texarkana down through Shreveport, and anybody basically south of Texarkana, I think we'll stay dry today. If we see any rainfall, it would be basically across the northern Arklatex here. So this is what our Robinson Futurecast is showing. Basically just partly cloudy skies through the morning. Notice it does show a few of those isolated showers, maybe rolling through north of Interstate 30. So if you do have some outdoor plans in those locations, I can't guarantee a dry day today, but it doesn't look like any of the rain that makes its way in would be steady or heavy. So I think if you have some outdoor plans, you may have to wait out a brief rain shower there, but that's just about it. I think the rest of us will stay dry for much of the day today. You can see some storms moving in later tonight. They kind of fizzle out here, but I think we'll have some rain ongoing Tuesday morning, and it's one of those weeks where we'll have those chances for daily thunderstorms basically each afternoon and evening all the way through the weekend here. So again, each day won't be a washout, but we will have higher rain chances generally in the afternoon and evening than what we will in the mornings. And you can see that first round of storms that will affect everyone likely rolling in tomorrow. You can see the quiet start Wednesday, but we'll get some additional storms in during the Wednesday afternoon as well. Severe weather risk pretty low throughout the week, but it's also one of those setups we can't rule out maybe a few high wind gusts with the storms throughout the week. So something we saw last week with all the severe weather damage that we saw on Friday. Again, sometimes these systems can pop up a strong line of thunderstorms just out of nowhere seemingly, so we can't rule out again a few strong wind gusts with the thunderstorms that are out there throughout the week. But it doesn't look like we'll see any widespread or significant severe weather the way things are looking now. And I know everybody just kind of paying attention to the rainfall. A lot of the lakes and rivers at or just above flood stage, so we were hoping to avoid any kind of rain at all this week, but it looks like the rain totals we do see will be pretty manageable for us. Again, Futurecast showing some 2 to 3 inch accumulations. This would take you all the way through the weekend. We know there will probably be some isolated amounts that are much higher than that if a few areas do see thunderstorms kind of roll over the same area a few different times this week. But the bullseye, the heaviest rain, is definitely back to our west. To get the red out there, that's 6 to 8 inches of rain in the Dallas area, as well as some portions of northeast Texas. But that's still pretty close to us to cause a little bit of concern here. Again, the forecast models, they just give us a general idea of what's going to happen. Doesn't always necessarily play out like that, so there's still at least some concern we can tap into some of those heavier rain totals here, especially across East Texas. So again, we get that rain, it gets into our lakes and rivers, and we'll continue to see those running high throughout the week. 7-day forecast, again, it looks like a pretty messy week here, but it actually will have quite a bit of dry air kind of in between the rounds of showers and storms. So the week won't be a washout, but you will have to be on the lookout for some passing rain showers and thunderstorms each day, really through the upcoming weekend. We're just kind of stuck in this pattern with highs in the 80s and overnight lows in the 60s.